Okay, what's your Shantastic game? A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay, welcome back to another pre-recorded video. Okay, today, so if you've been watching me, that I've been talking about filming a promotional reel since May, and now it's time to put the rubber to the road, or whether rubber meets the road, as the saying goes. So I said I was going to be done filming this reel by the end of June, and today I believe is June 17th or June 18th. So yeah, so we're going to go over how this is done, and hopefully we're going to see the results, of doing our own personal reel. So today's lesson is called Filming a Promotional Reel, Infomercial, Ad, and I did this in 4 parts, right? I'm gonna be honest, I went on ChatGPT and asked them what's the most effective way for me to film a promotional reel, and I put in specifics, who I'm targeting, which I already knew these things because I did the research. And so this goes into when I was first talking to you all about, finding your personal brand, understanding who you are, what you represent, how you want to look, and all those things. Okay, so this is filming a promotional reel. It can be also titled as an infomercial or, an ad, to promote your business. Promote your business now. So, like I said, this is 4 parts. Now, so this video is only going to be the first 2 parts because those, to be honest, those are the ones I'm going to be working on is the first half, of the video. And so this is a rough draft. I do recommend that you go out and get this professionally done, in the studio or what have you, with a professional background. We're going to get into, your looks and everything, how you want to present yourself, how you want to look, energy, all those things. So first thing first, before I start, I want to, so first I'm targeting black men 25 to 32. That's the age range, but it's not, strict to that. It can be 18 plus. But the reason why I target black men from 25 to 32 because that's the age, where you really want to be serious about life and you know what you want to do and you know the direction that you want your life to go in. Okay? So if that sounds like something that you're interested in or that is where you're at in life, make sure to DM me 60 minutes, just 60 minutes to get access to my online class to help you get started, okay? Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, part 1, laying the foundation, your services should equal confidence, right? Because you don't want to go to someone trying to sell something and you're not confident in the product that you're selling, okay? So you need to know what you're selling. List off your offers clearly. So part 1 is laying the foundation. Your services should equal confidence. Know what you're selling. List off your offers clearly. This is your baby. You're presenting, so act like it. This needs to be the best product, that is on the market. So when so this is your baby, whatever your product, your infomercial, or whatever you're selling, to help, community or whoever you're trying to serve, it needs to be the best product on the market. Why, is this person or people coming to buy your product? Why do they need this? And what problem is it solving for them? Okay. So part 2, pick your format, what is it giving? Which way are you going to lay it out when you start your video? Okay. So pick your format. Infomercial meets entertainment, right? So that's my brand. I educate and provide entertainment, okay? Your aim should be to educate and entertain for no more than 60 seconds, okay? Because, you don't want to bore somebody by keeping your, video going too long. So you should keep your promotional reel about 60 seconds because, you got to have the first 10 seconds, well, technically the first 3 seconds for the hook point, we went over that. So, basically try to keep it to 60 seconds because people's attention span is short. So why I say pick your format, you want to start off in your video. What are you going to say? You want to start with your name, years of experience, your services, your personal brand, your mission, and your call to action. Okay. So now I have an example on the back of what I mean. So make sure you have your pencil and pad for this because this is very important. Make sure that when you're picking your format, this is the format that I'm using. Make sure you list your name first, your years of experience, your services, your personal brand, and your mission, your goal, and your call to action. This is the example right here that I'm using. So you remember what I was saying about using your name, your mission, your personal brand. Okay, so when in our format, So this is what I got. And I said keep it up under 60 seconds. So this is the first 10 seconds of the video, right? My name is Shamar Miles. I've been on social media consistently since 2020, during the Panini times, using my voice to help Black men like myself spiritually, mentally, and financially. That's the first 10 seconds of the video, right? And remember on the other side, we said these are the things, pick your format. This is the format that you're laying out when you're introducing yourself and what you represent and who you are, basically. So this is the next part, Well, no, this is the last part of this. Part 3, target with purpose. Stay true to your audience and whoever you're serving, you need to stay true to your audience. Don't switch up and be like, it's for everybody. Like I said, this is specifically for Black men who are ready, who've been working on themselves and acquiring skill sets to be able to help their community and know who they want to serve, right? So you need to make sure that you're staying true to your audience. This is the B side. This is the part 2 of the reel, right? Remember I said it's 4 parts. This is your presentation and your prep. Remember I said I was going to go over, how you're supposed to dress, your energy and all those things. Like I said, this is your baby. So you want to make sure that you are selling it. You're selling yourself. Why are you the best? Why should I choose you? Why should I spend money with you? So number 1 of the presentation and prep, this is what you need, your attire. You need to make sure that you're groomed. You need to make sure that you're wearing something business professional or whatever your brand represents, because let's just say you want to run a club or you run a promotion for a club, you're not going to show up in a suit and tie. You might wear jeans or whatnot, or a girl, if she's a bottle girl, she might wear, shorts or what have you. So whatever your brand is or whatever you represent, and make sure that you are, dressing, for the event, dressing for your brand. Oh, your energy. So make sure that your energy is up, and that you're selling yourself, because if someone's, watching your video and you're just mellow and, you need to sound motivated about what you're selling, because if you're not motivated and hype, think about car salesmen, when they be like, or when people are giving a bid and they say, and they're, talking real fast and people are trying to get at it because, somebody might take the opportunity from it. You need to be thinking about, like, I'm excited, I'm pumped, like, this is, the best thing, ain't nothing better over here, that's what you need to feel like. Number 3, your materials, and this goes back to my my class of 60 minutes a day to a better future. When you go over your materials, I teach you how to use those materials to, get started on filming your videos and, all those things. Just DM me to find out about that. So with your materials, you'll need, a tripod, a voice memo, iMovie, CapCut. Those are just some essential things that you need that's like editing software, when you're, the tripod isn't editing software. The tripod is just what you need to set up your phone, to record yourself. Now voice memo, iMovie, CapCut, all that stuff is, like editing tools when you editing your video, or recording tools, to record your video, or use audio for your video, what have you. Okay? So I hope that you can really take something from this video. This ain't for everybody, okay? This is specifically for Black men who are 25, 32, who's been stacking skills, who are done waiting and want to build something solid. If you're serious and if you're serious about your growth and you smoke weed with intention and not distraction, then you're already ahead of the game. Let this reel be the first step. Let this reel be the first step. You only need one chance to blow up, y'all. You only need the right person to see you, with your information. And it can change your life. So let's do this journey together, and promote our business and see what it takes us. Yeah. Shamtastic Gang. Make sure let me go ahead and make sure my script is together. I ain't got no shame. I'm using a script. So if you learned something from this video, Shamtastic Gang, make sure to give it a like. Make sure to save this video. Make sure to follow me. Make sure to follow me at Shamar Miles, the coach. Make sure to DM me for my online class, 60 minutes a day to a better future. My email is shamtasticproductions@myyahoo.com. And make sure to rewatch this video, because when I come back next week, we're going to be doing part 3 and part 4. And then at the end of June got how many days? 30 or 31? Y'all gonna plot that T. Okay, June has 30 days. Okay, so next, hold on, let's see, do we have another week? Okay, yeah, so we'll be back June 24th, and then on June 30th, we're going to release the reel. So part 3 and 4 is going to be on the 24th, and then the actual reel release is going to be on June 30th. So I can't wait to see you all. And if nobody told you all day, all week, all month, all year, I love you. Okay? Take care, Shamtastic Gang.